Assalamu alaikum girls. Today we are going to start the next chapter, which is the new chapter Support and Movement, chapter number 13. And this chapter will be related to the different um, parts of the skeleton, the bones, the muscles, the joints, the movement, how the body moves. Okay, so the organisms which have greater size, they need to support their body mass as one unit, and we know that the movement and locomotion is a very important characteristic, and this is done with the help of um, the skeleton. Locomotion is the movement of an animal from one place to another. So we are going to study about the skeleton in this chapter, which is responsible for the support and the movement, and again locomotion also. The skeletal system of some of the arthropods is exoskeleton. Why? Because see all the different kinds of insects. Some of the insects, for example, the spiders, no, the cockroaches, and different kinds of insects, they have outer skeleton. Some of the insects, they have outer skeleton, and that is known as exoskeleton, and that is made up of chitin. Okay, so chitin is also a component for fungi. The cell wall of fungi, it is present in the cell wall of fungi, and it is also present in the exoskeletons of the animals. So human skeleton is defined as the framework of the hard articulated structures that provide physical support, and they protect the body also. In humans, they have endoskeleton, and all the bones and the cartilages are made up of nerve cells. They are made up of nerves, they are made up of blood vessels, they are made up of living cells, and they also have the ability to repair themselves, because after a bone is fractured, it can repair itself. So they can also repair themselves. Role of skeletal system: the big functions of the skeletal system are protection, support, and movements in our body. Skeleton works very closely with the muscular system. Okay, so is the skeleton alone is nothing. It works with the muscular system, and similarly the skeleton provides protection to many internal organs. So first is the movement and support, first function. Then protection: it provides protection to the brain. The vertebral column, the spinal cord, is again protected with the help of the vertebral column, and the ribs, they protect most of the internal and fragile organs. Vertebral column also provides the main support to our body mass. Bone and cartilage: overall, the human skeleton is made up of bony framework, but in certain parts this framework is supplemented by cartilage. The human skeleton is made up of framework which is made up of bone, but in some of the parts the framework is made up of cartilage also. Okay. Okay, so this is a cartilage. Cartilage is a dense, clear, blue-white form connective tissue, but less strong than a bone. The cells of the cartilage are called chondrocytes. So, all these things are very important. This chapter is very short, but it is very important. Okay, so they can ask you what are cartilages. So you have to write that the cells of the cartilages are made up of chondrocytes. So this is the composition. The chondrocytes lie in the fluid space. Okay, and this fluid space is known as lacuna, and it is present in the matrix of the cartilage. Okay, so in the matrix there is lacuna, and the lacuna there are chondrocytes. The matrix of cartilage contains also collagen fibers. Blood vessels do not enter the cartilage. There are three types of cartilage. Cartilage and bone are typically connective tissue in animals. So cartilage is a connective tissue, bone is a connective tissue, and you must know that blood is also a connective tissue. Why? Because they form connection. Most connective tissues contain collagen fibers in a matrix. Matrix, what is a matrix? You must know from chapter number 4, class 9. Tendons and ligaments are other connective tissues that contain tightly packed collagen fibers. So again, they are talking about tendons and ligaments, which we'll be discussing later. Um, they are again made up of connective tissues, and they have tightly packed collagen fibers. So hyaline cartilage is a strong yet hyaline cartilage is strong and flexible. So this one is the hyaline cartilage, this one, and this is the fibrous cartilage. So hyaline cartilage is strong but flexible. It is found in the covering of the long bones in the nose, larynx, trachea, and bronchial tubes. But see, the hyaline cartilage is flexible. Elastic cartilage is similar in structure to hyaline cartilage. It is quite strong, but again there is elastic cartilage there is elasticity. Hyaline cartilage is strong, but it is flexible to some extent. Um, why there are the elastic cartilage is elastic because it contains elastic fibers and collagen fibers. Fibrous cartilage is very tough and less flexible due to a large number of thick collagen fibers present in knitted form. Okay, it is found in intervertebral discs. Then bones. Bone is the hardest connective tissue in body. Bone not only moves, supports and protects the various parts of the body but also produces red and white blood cells and store minerals. So first they discussed about the cartilage and now they are discussing about the bones. Okay, they do what? They support and protect the various parts of the body. They produce red blood cells and white blood cells, and they store minerals also. So inside the bones, what happens? The production of red blood cells and white blood cells is also taking place. Babies have 300 soft bones. The bones they fuse together. So they fuse together means they join and then they become bigger bones, and then they the resultant is 206 bones. The hard outer layer of a bone is called compact bone. See, now they are talking about the structure of the bone. The hard outer layer is a compact bone. This one, this one is a compact bone. After the compact bone comes the spongy bone, which is a porous, which is actually porous and it is soft also. Spongy bones contain blood vessels and bone marrow. This is the bone marrow, which the spongy part of the bone contains. Okay, like cartilage, the matrix of bones also contains collagen, but it also, so you must know like the bones, the layers of bones and the composition of bone. So the composition is that it contains collagen, it contains minerals, calcium and phosphate. We know that the cartilage contains a single type of cells. On the other hand, they contain different type of cells also. Mature bones contain osteocytes. Okay, now, so this much is enough for today. Inshallah, in the next class we'll be completing this chapter, and then in the third class we'll be studying about the question and answers. So why? Because this is a very important chapter and you must start learning it.